Cheers, and how you do, Buckaroos? How the heck are you? So I just found this one, and believe it or not, it's from Burr Oak Brewing out of Columbia, Missouri. That's not the part I want you to believe. Now. It is, they refer to it as American style Pilsner. What you might find hard to believe, though, it was only a $12.99 a 12 pack. So roughly six and a half a six pack. So I'm going to read just a little bit from their website as I navigate that just a little bit. Brewer's notes: Old 63. Old 63 is a great balance of hops, barley, and corn. It's a crisp and refreshing beer that you can drink all day. Old 63 is available in 12 packs. American style Pilsner, 4.5%. The malts are two row Pilsner and flaked corn. They don't give me exact IBUs. I have a little scale here, and judging by this scale, I'm going to guess it's probably between 10 to 12 IBUs. So there you go. Yeah, they do use corn in this, and some of you guys go, "Well, Tom, why don't I just buy a macro if it's going to have corn in it?" Because it's not necessarily the ingredients; it's the quality of ingredients and how that ingredient is used that makes some of what macros the macros not as good as a craft like this. They're not necessarily using corn to cheapen the beer. They're using corn to achieve a specific flavor, that kind of pre-prohibition American style Pilsner, which is what they're going for here. So the nose is a little sweet, a little earthy, a little grassy. And again, at $12.99 a 12 pack, I mean it's about the same price as a macro. So I mean, in my mind, even if I wanted that particular style, this particular style, why would I buy that macro for more money when I can have an actual craft beer? Flavors are what you expect from a beer like this. They are light, but they're there. Again, it's a little earthy, a little grassy, just a kiss of hops at the end. But if you try this beer, what you're going to notice is that it finishes much cleaner than any of its macro counterparts, even the top tier macros. Um, some of you may say, well, this has an adjunct in it. Why don't I just buy those? Because again, even those that are the top tier macros finish lazy. They don't finish clean. They don't finish crisp, and you have that lingering sweetness. This one, you don't have that, and that's why it works. It does have that sweetness, but it doesn't linger and stay on your palate in a sickening sweet kind of way that most of the macros do. It is nice. If I was going to a function of mostly macro drinkers, a picnic, a barbecue, whatever the situation may be, I would bring a 12 pack of this and hand one out to the macro light drinkers and see what they thought. I think the mistake that most craft beer drinkers make is we want to you walk into functions like that acting like a missionary trying to convert everybody. You've already lost. The second you try to convince somebody that what they're drinking is wrong, you've lost them. You've lost them. Here's how you convert folks, and here's how I've done it: is you bring extra. Excuse me, got something there. When you bring extra, you bring more than you need, and then you offer it out. You don't push it on them. You say, "Hey, here's my cooler." This is what I do anyway. Here's my cooler. Help yourself. Sometimes they like something, sometimes they don't. But you don't come off as a pretentious ass trying to push something on somebody. And that's what most craft beer drinkers do wrong. They go to a function like that and they bring beers that are totally inaccessible. You know, folks that only drink the macros, macrolites aren't going to get them. And so they try them, they don't like them, and then the craft beer drinker goes on a 30-minute tangent of why they're absolutely wrong, why they should like it. You can't tell somebody why they should like something. But you bring a beer like this, and it's very similar to what they're drinking, just slightly different. Has just a little more flavor. Again, it finishes a little cleaner and a little crisper. And those that you have a chance to convert to craft beer drinking are going to notice that. Some may not, but some are going to say, "Oh, that's good." How much is it? Because craft beer is expensive. So it is $12.99 a 12 pack. Oh, So now they find something they can afford. So they go to the store, they buy this because they can afford it, but then they may buy something else by that same brewer, thinking, okay, let me try this too. And then they spend a little more money, and then you have a craft beer drinker. That's how it works, man. You just craft beer drinkers make the mistake by trying to be an ass about it. You can't tell somebody they're wrong. Oh no, you can't drink that. It's terrible. You're going to hate it. Now, once you've told them their decisions are wrong, you've already lost them. You're not going to convert them. The best way to sell somebody something is not try to sell them anything. Tell them what you've got. Tell them what you have to offer, and leave it at that. I mean, as a salesman, that's what I do. I mention the products. Here's what we got. If they're not looking to buy, I try to talk to them about something else. I get them on a conversation that they want to talk about, and 90% of the time they bring it back to the beer, and I've made the sale. You got to give people time to convince themselves. If you keep pressuring, people are going to dig in and say no, 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 no. Is this a beer I would drink all the time? Honestly, no. But but who knows? But yeah, it is one of those beers that I would drink more as the weather warms up, as we get uh, into spring and summer. Yeah, this is one I would certainly buy a 12 pack of on a regular basis, just to have those quantity beers around. There's sometimes I want to drink 3, 4, 5, or 6. This is a beer you want to do that with. If you're outside working in the yard or whatever you might be doing, this is that kind of beer. It's also that perfect after work beer. I mean, you come home tired, hot, and sweaty. Hey man, pop one of these. I mean, would be the ultimate shower beer because again, it's crisp, it's clean, it's refreshing, and then you have that beer, then you sit down, relax. I personally don't like the big the big ABV craft beer for shower beer uh, because I tend to drink them fast, so I want something that I want something tasty, but a larger ABV beer, bigger beer, I want to sit down and enjoy and take some time with, which makes this the perfect shower beer. So there you go. Old 63, Borough Creek, Columbia, Missouri. I am John Beer Whisperer, BeerVangelist, prolific beer drinker, Purveyor of Wisdom, and uh, check a boom. Hey, all around good guy. You all have a good one. Oh, but now in background, you see that? I kept trying to cover that, but there you should. Oh no, you're not really into pup. Yeah, the internet sucks here. Gosh, I'm so upset with this internet. DirecTV internet blows, man. It blows. It blows. It blows. I got talked into it because we were at the end of our contract and we were moving we had MediaCom and then there were some issues there too. But so I thought, let's try something different. So I talked to the person at the DirecTV and it was going to be cheaper. And she went on and on about how much better their internet was than the cable internet. And it's not. It's not. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It's always freaking loading. And if I'm uploading a video, I can't do anything else. I can't watch a movie. I can't do. I can't. I can't put my frickin' backdrop on because it's frickin' loading all the frickin' time. Yeah, DirecTV internet sucks. I said it. Yeah, I'm trying to beer whisper. You all have a good one. It blows, man.